Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2026 Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Award Ceremony. What a beautiful venue we have here. Wow, I can't see any of you, so if you're making faces at me, I genuinely cannot tell. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jennifer Lindgren, and I have the privilege of serving as chair for Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers. This program is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. The people in this room become your family and people you can trust to rely on and lean on when you need to. So I'm not going to cry even, see? Not yet, anyways. Okay. It's wonderful to have a room full of people who share the same passion for agriculture and for the future of our industry. As we gather here today to celebrate something truly special in agriculture: leadership, innovation, family, and the future of farming. The Outstanding Young Farmers Program recognizes young farmers who demonstrate excellence in agriculture, while also giving back to their communities and helping move our industry forward. Agriculture has always been more about the crops and the livestock. It's about the people, it's about our families, and it's about building something that lasts for our next generation. And today, we're going to celebrate two incredible farm families who represent exactly that. But before we meet our nominees, I want us all to take a moment to look around the room. This room here today is filled with people who understand agriculture. The early mornings, the late nights, the unpredictable weather, too much rain, not enough rain, the value of relationships, hard work, and the pride that comes with each and every one of us helping feed the world. We all know that farming isn't always easy. There are tough seasons, there are hard years. But what defines this community here today is that we keep going. Because in agriculture, hard times don't last, but farmers, heck, we do. So, the future is exactly who we're celebrating today, and our nominees represent the next generations of leaders in Saskatchewan agriculture. Families who are building businesses, raising kids, improving their land, and somehow still managing to show up for events like this and get all dressed up. So let's do this properly. When I introduce our nominees, I'd like everybody to give them a kind, loud welcome. Music, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2026 Saskatchewan Outstanding Farmer nominees. From Osage, Saskatchewan, representing a fourth-generation farm built on innovation, partnership, and strong family values, Chancey Burke and Jordan Lynch. They are part of Lynch Farm Partnership, a 12,000-acre cereal, oilseed, and lentil operation that continues to grow through progressive farming practices and thoughtful succession planning. Welcome Chancey and Jordan and their families here today. And coming from Melfort, Saskatchewan, two cowboys, that's right. The next generation behind a long-standing family cattle operation, Cash and Bo Stevenson of Highlight Feedlot, a fourth-generation farm that includes a 4,500-head feedlot, a cow herd, and grainland, all built on strong commitment to family, tradition, and improving their operation for the future. Please welcome Cash and Bo. The Outstanding Young Farmers Program exists to celebrate people who are pushing agriculture forward. Today, we get to celebrate two incredible families doing exactly that. And the best part about agriculture is this: the future isn't somewhere far away. The future of agriculture is already here, and they just walked into the room. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our sponsors. Programs like Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers are only possible because of the incredible support of our sponsors. Thank you for continuing to believe in us, to trust us, and to show up for us. We thank you. Our chartered sponsors this year are 33-7, Farm Credit Canada, Pattison Agriculture. Our Platinum Plus sponsors are Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers, Saskatchewan Ministry of Ag, and Canada's Farm Show. Platinum sponsors, Bunge, Hammond Realty, MMP, SARM, Smart Investing Solutions, Southern Irrigation, Star Ag. We're also grateful for our many gold and silver sponsors here with us today who are recognized in today's program. Thank you all for continuing to support agriculture and investing in the future of young farmers. I would now like to draw our attention to the screen. We're honored today to receive greetings from the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food, the Honourable Heath MacDonald.
Hello to everyone gathering in Regina for the 2026 Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Awards Banquet. Congratulations to this year's nominees, Cash and Bo Stevenson at Highlight Feeders near Melfort, and Jordan and Keegan Lynch and Chancey Bork and their spouses at the Lynch Partnership at Osage. You represent the very best in Saskatchewan agriculture. You are resilient, innovative leaders committed to driving our agriculture sector forward to new growth and new opportunities. Our government is proud to support this program and all the well-deserved recognition it brings to you and your farm businesses. It's an exciting time to be involved in agriculture. Young farmers like you are helping to make Saskatchewan a world leader in ag innovation, from precision agriculture and robotics to AI. And many of those innovations are on display at Canada's Farm Show, where you are meeting today. Farming is generational, and as Minister, my job is to work as hard as I can to support the growth, investment, and competitiveness of your farm businesses. That's why we are partnering with the industry investors to maximize our resources and drive innovation forward. With young producers like you, the future of Canadian agriculture is in great hands. Once again, congratulations to the 2026 Saskatchewan finalists. Enjoy your day.
Next, it is my extreme pleasure and honor to introduce you to the President of Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers Program. She is a joy and a delight, and if you haven't had the chance to sit down with her, please do. Miss Amy Cronin.
All right, well, thank you so much to Jen. When I think about Outstanding Young Farmers, Jen is always one of the alumni that pops into my mind because she really emulates what this program stands for. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Amy Cronin, and like Jen said, I'm honored to be the president of Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers, and am supported by an absolutely incredible board. Our board is made up of volunteers from across this country who wholeheartedly believe in this program and what it stands for. For us, it's so incredibly important to celebrate excellence in agriculture. And Jen, when I was listening to you say your opening remarks today, there are a few things that you said that I think are worth repeating. Farmers aren't in this just to have a job. farmers, especially the farmers that we find in the Outstanding Young Farmers program, they are passionate individuals who are willing to put in the time and the effort, the early mornings, the late nights, to put up with weather and disease in animals and all of those things, because they absolutely love agriculture in their province and agriculture in this country. And so I do want to welcome our nominees in Saskatchewan this year. It's been a real honor to have a chance to talk to you over the last couple of days, and I think everyone here is going to be excited to hear more from you throughout the afternoon program. What I thought I'd do is, instead of walking through a slide deck, I think that there's one that is here. Is there a PowerPoint or a... Okay, all right, I have the PowerPoint, right? So I'm just gonna go like this. Here we go. So what we do, we start with our sponsors, and Jen did a really fantastic job talking about the sponsors in Saskatchewan. And it's always impressive when we've got regions that have such great support. And in Saskatchewan, the support for this organization is fabulous. At the national level, it's the same. We absolutely can't do what we do without our national sponsors. And they are listed up on the slide deck here. And so I'll quickly draw attention to these organizations because they put significant funds into this so that we can hold a national event every year. And I'll talk more about the national event once I just recognize our sponsors. So, of course, we've got SCAP, the Sustainable Canadian Agricultural Partnership. We've got the country of Canada that supports us. But we also have privately owned individual companies that understand and recognize the importance of agriculture in this country. And so I especially want to thank CN, Solio Agriculture, CIBC, John Deere, Meridian, Bayer, and then our media sponsors, Nucleus, Glacier Farm Media, and Bamboo Shoots, and our national supporter, which is BDO. We couldn't do what we do without these sponsors. And what they do really is allow us to put on a fantastic event every year. Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers come from across the country to celebrate the winners of each one of the regions and to name 2 people or farms for Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers program. And this is more than just the regions coming together. This is alumni who have grown to be incredible friends for a number of reasons. We have a lot in common as alumni, but we can share in each other's joys, and we can share in each other's challenges that we're facing. And it is like Jen said, it isn't easy year over year to be a farmer. And there are years where, we're in the red and not in the black. And there are struggles that are absolutely real and quite stressful, but a lot easier to get through when you have people who understand, that don't come at it from a judgmental perspective, but are really there for you. And through the networking and through the conversations that we have with each other, we're able to really support each other through the highs and the lows. And while we're doing that, have an absolutely incredible time. And so my husband and I have been part of this program now for 11 years and have made it a priority to go to each one of the national events. And I feel so honored to be president and to be able to come to regional events like this. Saskatchewan does a fabulous job, and I want to draw attention to all of the organizers that put this on. It is not just one person, it's an entire team, and it's incredibly well done, and you should be very, very proud of yourself. Our program has we've got parameters around what we do, and so any of our nominees, they've got to be over 18, they've got to be under 40. They need to have ownership in the farm that they're representing. And there are some other pieces that go along with that as well. And so each of the regions selects one farm to move on to the national event. But the important part of that is that, so we've got two different farms that are being represented here today. And I've had conversations with the judges, and this absolutely wasn't clear cut. In fact, it was extremely difficult. They said they really could have put the names in the hat and drawn one out and been happy with whoever came out, because Saskatchewan is represented very, very well by our nominees. And so congratulations to all of you for all of your hard work, for your energy, for your passion, for what you do day in, day out. And thank you for saying yes. And I hope that you'll continue to be part of our family. So I'm not going to take a whole lot more time than that. I could go into who's on the board and, you know, all of the details that would take another 5 minutes, but that's not exactly exciting. Really, what I want to share with you is that this is an incredible program that is full of energy, that represents the best in agriculture, and we celebrate excellence. So thank you so much for being here today.
So if you notice that, it became a, I love you, Amy. And she's like, no, Jen, I love you more. That's what the whole thing is about. So when you go to national event and you go to the hospitality suite or you see everybody, everybody's hugging and so excited to see each other. And the volume just goes up and up and up. And the fun just keeps coming. So yes, amazing. Thanks, Amy. So now I would like to welcome the Legislative Secretary to the Provincial Minister of Agriculture, James Thorstensen, to receive greetings.
Thank you, Jen, and good morning, everybody. It's an honor to join you here today and bring greetings on behalf of the Government of Saskatchewan and Honourable David Merritt, Minister of Agriculture. I know Minister Merritt would have liked to have been here himself. He wasn't able to make it today because he always enjoys this event and connecting with everybody here each and every year. I'm also looking forward to listening and learning from our nominees today through lunch and hearing more about their operations. And we are very proud as a government to support the Outstanding Young Farmers program in Saskatchewan. I recognize the effort it takes to host such a high caliber event, and the planning committee does an amazing job, and this year is no exception. I want to extend my appreciation to the other supporters of this event, the sponsors, the judges, and the community members. Your continued support speaks to the value and importance of what this program represents. I'm proud to join the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young, or proud to recognize the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Program nominees this year, Chansey Burke and Jordan Lynch, and Cash and Bo Stevenson. Your dedication to innovation, production, safety, and best practices is at the core of what makes Saskatchewan agriculture strong. It is a sector built and sustained by people who embody these values every day, and this year's nominees exemplify them. The Outstanding Young Farmers program is about more than recognizing excellence. It highlights producers who make agriculture more than just a profession. For them, it's a lifestyle, rooted in smart business management and a deep personal connection to the land. That is a powerful combination. The nominees here today inspire the next generation to see the value in innovation, adaptability, and resilience, qualities that form the foundation of modern agriculture. It's a privilege to support and celebrate their accomplishments through the Outstanding Young Farmers program. These nominees contribute in meaningful ways to not just their local communities, but to the province and our nation. Leadership such as theirs matters in every sector, but in Saskatchewan agriculture, it carries special weight. This industry not only supports our economic well-being of our province, but it also delivers our global reputation as a trusted supplier of the agri-food products the world increasingly relies on. These nominees show us what the future of agriculture looks like in Saskatchewan, and it clearly is in excellent hands. I extend my congratulations to both sets of nominees, and I wish this year's winner the very best of luck at the national event in November. I know you will make us all proud. Thank you very much, and enjoy lunch.
Thank you. Okay, everyone may be starting to get a little hungry or peckish. So before we enjoy lunch together, I'd like to invite Rhonda Meyerly to come forward and oh my gosh. I would like to call her forward to offer the blessing.
Bow your heads with me. Heavenly Father, we thank you for farmers, those men and women that put in the time, effort, and the long hours to provide food for their communities and for the whole world. As we approach the coming spring season, we ask for your continued provision and protection for them all. May you bless their dedication and hard work. We thank you for this meal that we are about to partake in, and we ask that you bless it to our body's use and bless the hands that have prepared it. In your name we ask this, amen.
Thank you, Rhonda. So a few things. Everybody should have their dinner tickets. So if you could take the tickets with you to the buffet table when you get called and put them in the basket there, it helps us keep a count of who came. And the staff will be coming to tap you on the shoulder when it's your turn to go. I'm pretty sure nominees, you will get top tier first service. So everyone just wait patiently, enjoy, visit, network, and we'll see you after lunch. Okay, so in order to put this event on, there's lots of moving parts. So our program coordinator, Elaine, she's actually in South Africa right now, so she sends a big hello to everybody. I know the sponsors, that's who you communicate with. So Elaine's great, and she's been doing this job for years, but she also has two amazing helpers, Tanis Axton and Rhonda Meyerly. And I'd like to take a minute to call them up here to thank them for all their hard work. There's a lot of details that happen, and I think they deserve a thank you. Okay, so you keep hearing me talk about the future of ag and the next generation of farmers. Well, the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers has a scholarship, and I would like to call up Rhonda Meyerly again to tell us about it and present an award to one of our future leaders in agriculture.
As you know, this whole program is about promoting agriculture, and as part of that, we want to inspire the next generation to get involved in agriculture, and one way we're doing that is providing a scholarship. We have both an undergrad scholarship and a post-secondary scholarship, and we have two winners this year, and I will just say a little brief thing about each of them. So the first winner is Jackson. He is from St. Brew, and in his grade 12 year in the St. Brew School. This fall, he plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan studying agribusiness. Jackson is very involved in his family farm, putting in those long hours, running equipment both spring and fall, as well as looking after their livestock. He is also an entrepreneur and started his own business, Prairie Haven Apiary, as well as a business raising chickens. He also volunteers coaching power skating, plays hockey, and takes music lessons. He is described as being hardworking, dedicated, responsible, and a young man of integrity. Jackson is a very well-deserving recipient of the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Undergrad Scholarship. Congratulations, Jackson, and we'll call him up to the stage. We are fortunate that he was able to attend this event, and I hope he enjoys it. I actually don't have the actual scholarship to present him at this moment, but I wanted him to come up and so we can recognize him, and we encourage him in his future endeavors and his studies, and we wish you well. And it's exciting to see the young people taking an interest in agriculture. So congratulations again, Jackson. The next one we have is Kate Axton. Kate grew up on her family farm near Minton, Saskatchewan, and completed her grade 12 year at the Gladmore Regional School. Kate is currently in her 4th year at Dalhousie University Agriculture Campus, obtaining her Bachelor of Agriculture and Bachelor of Business Administration with a major in International Food Business degree. That is a mouthful. She is currently working on her thesis titled Food Reflections, Mapping Food Representations and System Transitions for Future Food System Planning. And a quote from one of her references: Kate's natural intellect, academic performance, work ethic, and genuine passion for agriculture and the agri-food industry makes her an ideal candidate for the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmer Scholarship, and we couldn't agree more. Unfortunately, Kate cannot be with us as she is in Dalhousie University, but we do want to extend our congratulations to her and wish her well in her future.
Congratulations to both of them. Just want to give a little shout out. So Jackson's parents graduated university with me. So how cool was that when they walked in today and I found out that that their son was the winner of the scholarship. So pretty cool. Next, we are pleased to hear from one of our charter sponsors. Please welcome Wilco Van Mile from Farm Credit Canada.
Wasn't expecting to have to do a workout here coming up to the stage. So good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here on behalf of Farm Credit Canada. My name is Wilco Van Mile. I'm a Senior Director for FCC here. I want to start off by saying thank you to the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmer Organizing Committee for bringing us together to celebrate excellence in agriculture. Today is about recognizing leadership, innovation, and commitment to this industry. It is about celebrating young farmers who are shaping the future of agriculture in this province and across the country. Young farmers are the pride of Canadian agriculture. You're stepping into an industry that matters deeply to Canadians and to the world. And you're doing it at a time when expectations placed on agriculture have never been higher. The decisions you make today will shape agriculture, what agriculture looks like tomorrow. At FCC, primary agriculture and food producers is our priority. We're proud to be the only financial institution that is 100% invested in Canadian ag and food production. We work alongside farmers, ranchers, processors, and manufacturers to provide financing, business support, and practical tools. Our role is to support you as you grow, as you transition, and as you lead the industry forward. For many young farmers, one of the biggest moments in your career is stepping into ownership. Whether that means buying into the family operation or purchasing a farm or ag business. It is an exciting step and can be a complex one. That's why FCC offers tools such as our newly enhanced transition loan. is designed to support buyers by providing flexibility and stability during ownership changes, whether the transition happens within a family or outside of it. Alongside this, we also offer transition services, where we can access an advisor at no cost to help start conversations, plan next steps, and navigate the transition process with confidence. Taking on ownership also means making more decisions, often earlier than generations before you, and often under more pressure. Because of this, we offer programs designed specifically for young producers, including flexible financing, tailored knowledge resources, and financial development support. Many of these tools are available whether or not you're an FCC customer, because supporting the next generation of farmers is essential to the strengthening Canadian agriculture. The future of this industry depends on strong, capable, and confident young producers. Our focus is enabling you to thrive through change, through growth, and through opportunity. Today we celebrate that future. To this year's nominees, congratulations and good luck to you all. On behalf of everyone at Farm Credit Canada, thank you for what you do. Thank you for building the future of Canadian agriculture, and enjoy the rest of today's activities.
Thank you, FCC. It is now my pleasure to recognize the 2025 Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers, Brady and Lindsay Funk from Braylon Acres from Wymark, Saskatchewan.
Thank you all so much for the opportunity to share a little bit about our journey over the last year with the Outstanding Young Farmers Program. It truly has been an honor to represent our province over this past year. We are, as mentioned before, Brady and Lindsay Funk of Braylon Acres. We farm cereals, pulses, and oilseeds with my family on the main farm south of Swift Current, and Brady and I also simultaneously farm our own subsurface drip irrigation project by Lucky Lake on the South Saskatchewan River. We have 3 kids, Hudson, Roman, and Avery, aged 9, 7, and 5, who keep us busy with all of their school activities, sports, and music lessons. I think we're a few slides too many. Can you go back? There we go, thank you.
Our Lucky Lake project was inspired by the verse in Genesis 2:6, where it says, "And streams came up from beneath to water the whole surface of the ground, of the earth." And we took that verse literally and installed Canada's largest subsurface drip irrigation project to date. Starting it from scratch, we incorporated the most advanced technological equipment and software to complete the most efficient irrigation system available in agriculture today. The savings in energy consumption, water consumption, and nitrogen consumption make our project the most environmentally friendly system available. Our first year, full-scale production saw a Durham, Durham variety that busheled over 500% better than the neighboring dryland acres, followed by a crop of blackstrap black beans and an experimental 1-acre vegetable plot this last season. This year we are seeding canola on most of the acres, as well as a 10x, so 10 acres of vegetables, which incorporated green beans, cucumbers, and sweet corn, with the vision of scaling this over the years. We are currently in the process of branding and marketing as well, and working with distributors on our vegetable operation off the field and hopefully into your grocery stores.
Next slide, please. In November of 2025, we traveled out to Toronto for the National Outstanding Young Farmers event. There we met the other nominees who spanned all different areas of agriculture, pedigreed seed growers, potato farmers, a family in agritourism growing orchards, sheep farmers, and grass-fed cattle and organic poultry farmers. These individuals that we met were truly excellent at what they do within agriculture, and it was so fun to share stories about what each of us do on our farms and learn from one another. We had the privilege of sharing a meal at the top of the CN Tower. We had a team building evening with a healthy dose of competition where we cooked our own food and competed against each other. And then after the gala, we went on tours of Cooper's Farm, Algoma Orchard, Loblaws Distribution Center, and Willow Tree Farm, all of which were alumni from the program and have done amazing things with their farms. The gracious sponsors that were behind the event pulled out all the stops to make sure that we had an unforgettable time bringing the farm to the city. It truly was a memorable experience from start to finish. Next slide, please. We did not end up winning the National Outstanding Young Farmers event in Toronto last year, but we have high hopes for this next year. But we truly did gain so much from our experience that outweighed coming home without the award. In a society where technology has made us increasingly more connected, yet more comfortable, doing hard things has become less popular than it has been in the past. The many hours that we and the nominees have spent putting together the applications and the slideshows, practicing presentations, and then taking it and presenting publicly in front of hundreds of people while putting yourself out there to be judged is absolutely not easy. So what they are doing today here has a lot of work behind it. But as you know, a career in agriculture is not easy either. By going to Toronto and doing this big thing that felt hard, we were able to share proudly about what this generation of farmers is doing to move agriculture into the future. This is truly exciting and worth sharing about. And I even was saying to some of the other alumni before, the personal growth that I had just simply putting myself out there and doing these hard things, public speaking now doesn't make my knees shake. And the personal growth that I mentioned before really, truly is amazing, and it outweighs any award.
Yeah, and it's really hard to believe that it's already been 12 months since we were being judged last year, so just enjoy the moment and the friends that you build throughout this time here. We're proud to share about where we came from and where we're taking our farm. And so watching the nominees of 2026 stepping into this arena where hard work is recognized and celebrated is a beautiful way to end our term. Congratulations to the 2026 Outstanding Young Farmer nominees. We proudly pass this baton to you, knowing that the future of agriculture in our province and our country is very bright. So congratulations and thank you.
Just makes me like such a proud mom when you see all right? Like I see all the alumni from past years and we're all like, yeah, that's right, they're one of us, so good. Okay, so now it's time for 33-7, one of our chartered sponsors, Martin Hutnick, to come up and say a few words.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone feeling? Pretty good? Yeah. Well, it's truly an honor to be here with you, celebrating the hard work, the innovation, the achievement at the heart of agriculture in Canada, here in Saskatchewan. On behalf of everyone at 33-7, I want to say how meaningful it is that we have the opportunity to be a sponsor of the Saskatchewan OIF regional event. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our communities. You feed us, you hydrate us, you even educate and entertain us with all your unique initiatives. Events like this, and the OIF as an organization, reminds us of why this work is essential to keep farms strong and thriving for generations to come. And it is why being able to help farm families with farm succession and farm continuity is something we take seriously, and we have some fun along the way too, right? So the legacies of family farms, they remind us of where we came from and presents us with paths of where we can go next. That's why it's vital to protect the next generation of farmers in Canada, and increasingly important to support farmers here in Saskatchewan and across the country. Now, we're from Ontario, so don't hold it against us, but we're gonna try to bring the prairies back to Ontario a little bit, bring a little of that jive back there. And I wanna say thanks to the organizers and all the teams for putting on such an amazing event. Congratulations to you guys, the nominees. I'm looking forward to hearing about you more here on the stage. And welcome to the OIF family. Thank you.
Now it's the time we're all waiting for. We are ready to hear from our nominees, and this is what happens here, and it happens at nationals. It's our most favorite. Did you hear that? That was bad. But it's our most favorite time to listen to the new farmers, not new, but the future generation of farmers tell us about what they're doing, and we all sit back and go, wow, we really aren't doing enough. You're gonna leave feeling so motivated and refreshed and excited. So without further ado, Bo and Cash Stevenson, you're up first.
Before we started, we were talking to our bank rep, Monty Taphorn, and he said every time I mention TD Bank in this speech, we get the -1 interest rate. So TD Bank, TD Bank, TD Bank. We're at about prime -4 about now, Monty.
Yeah, we really love TD Bank. So. Alrighty. Well, I'd like to start off by saying we are not anything like Yellowstone. Our dad, Jeff, he likes to joke we're a lot more like yellow snow, so. Yeah, we're Highlight Custom Feedlot. I'm Bo Stevenson.
I'm Cash.
And we farm with our grandpa, Danny Stevenson, and our father, Jeff Stevenson. And we're located 20 minutes west of Melfort and an hour and a half northeast of Saskatoon. Click to the next slide. All right, let's meet the faces behind Highlight Feedlot. Next slide. So here's some various pictures of our Lila, her daughter, myself, my little baby Ev dog, trying to lick a calf, wife Bailey, grandma Roseanne, mom Karina, dad Jeff, Cash's wife Leah.
Yes.
And Cash and Danny. Danny wasn't very happy he didn't get to be on a horse in that picture, so everyone just imagine him riding a horse. Next slide. This slide's for our daughter Lila. We want to make her happy here. This is all her favorite animals on the farm, so.
I got my very intimidating dogs, Marty and Murphy, up there. They're killers, so be careful for them.
Yeah. Alrighty, next slide. Okay, so this is old to new. So me and Cash, we put a lot of effort into rebuilding our feedlot. And the old part of the feedlot's kind of where we winter our cows now. But we rebuilt, the feedlot was shut down from 2012 to 2020. So for 8 years, you can imagine what having no cattle or any maintenance does to facilities like that. And it needed a lot of work. So we rebuilt just about every single fence line, more water bowls and bunks, and the whole facility needed a big revamp. So it was a lot of work. Next slide. You can go on this one.
So here's our handling facilities built by we didn't have any part in this, but our grandpa and dad. So you can just see the progression from the old wooden small barn to the new, more modern sorting doors and metal penning and concrete. It's a lot more efficient and a lot easier to work with, especially inside in a nice heated barn.
I'd like to say too that, that's all good. The investment made in our facility there for our barn was a big draw to us to come back, and it kind of points to the investment that older generations make in a farm and how valuable it is for the next generation. Had there not been that investment in our farm, it might have been seemed less opportunistic for us to come back. So it was a big draw, and it's a good facility. And now we're on to the calving pens and barn. Cash and I kind of pride ourselves in this. We never intended on having a cow herd, and we've worked in the last 4 years. We've started with 100, and we've worked up to 520. So it's been a grind, and the facilities and infrastructure we put in place make it all manageable and more efficient. So